the room and everything. But we have to get ready for another power up. Are you guys ready to power up some more? Today has been a great day. So this next lady that I am bringing to the stage, she is an overcomer. I'm going to tell you guys that. She is an empowerment speech person. She has self-confidence and self-worth, and she wants to teach you guys how to get it in your life as well. Not only that, a lot of times in our life we are scared to do things, but today we're going to overcome that fear, and we're going to step out with power, and we're going to do that with Miss Lori Murphy.
What a rush that was. So, I wasn't born with fear. I wasn't born afraid. When I was a little girl, when I wanted to learn how to swim without swimmies, I got on top of the pool deck and jumped right in. When I wanted to learn how to ride a bike without training wheels, I hopped on my sister's two-wheeler and I took off riding. Thing is, when I jumped in that pool, I went straight to the bottom, and I got pulled back out. When I got on that bike, I fell, and I scraped my knee. Did it stop me? Did I say I'm never going to do this again? No. Instead, I did it again until I learned how to achieve it. But then life started to happen. I went to school, and I was bullied, beat down. I had names like dog face, bug eyes. I was told I was fat. I was told that I wasn't good enough. I was told I wasn't incapable. My parents' marriage fell apart. Dysfunction and chaos became my household. I was scared. I was alone. And I can remember going down a very dark path. And in that dark path, I was sexually assaulted. And I found myself going more and more down to a path of self-destruction. Substance abuse, eating disorders, alcoholism, you name it. That was my life for years. It went on through my 20s. I had a career that I was destroying, relationships, people didn't want to be around me anymore. And I finally found my way, by the grace of God, after several rock bottoms and a near-death experience, I found my way to the road of recovery from alcoholism. I was greeted by a room full of amazing people, and I found myself with building relationships with powerful women that showed me the way. They showed me how to overcome fear. The thing is, when I looked at myself, when I took a moment to stop, look at my part in things, and really get to know who I am, why I was the way I was, why I felt the way I felt, everything stemmed to fear. The being told that I was never going to amount to anything, that I wasn't good enough. The traumatic experiences, everything led to one thing, fear. And I was full of it. I was terrified of life, terrified of everything. I wouldn't even try one little step toward any goal because I was always told that I was never going to amount to it. It was never going to become anything. I was laughed at and I was beat down. But I'm here to tell you, I found a way to overcome that. I found a way to overcome fear. And I have 4 simple steps that I have actually coined into the Fear into Power method. Step 1, identify the fear. I try to find one fear at a time and focus on that. Step 2, I try to look back and discover, where did that fear come from? whose voice is attached to it, what happened to cause that fear. I sit down with a support system, a therapist, a friend, group of friends. I work through it. I talk it out. I journal about it. I pray about it. I take the time to work through it. And when it comes down to step 3, this is where I put action into turning that fear into my power. I find sustainable goals, small sustainable goals, to work through the fear. Because I don't believe in overwhelming myself, because if I get overwhelmed, I'm going to crash and burn. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to face it, because I'm going to become more fearful, right? So little goals here and there, and I walk toward those goals. I just make those goals, I overcome those goals. And that is when I turn it into power. When I turn that power or that fear into power, I can keep going. I have more confidence. I feel stronger. And if I can achieve that, I can achieve the next thing. And by doing this, I have found myself to be like that 6-year-old little girl that I used to be, where I no longer have that fear, where I'm afraid to hop on the bicycle with no training wheels and take off riding. And if I scrape my knee, I get back up, I keep going. If I jump in the pool and I go to the bottom, I come back up, I get my air, and I keep on going. Why? Because I know I'm going to be okay, and I know that I can make it happen and I can achieve it. And I want you all to take a moment, and I want you to say with me, real loud at the top of your lungs, I want you to say, I am powerful. Say it with me. Again, I am powerful. Yes.
I am powerful.
Yes, you are. You are all powerful, and I want you all to believe that. Don't let fear be what holds you back from living your fullest potential, because you all are meant to be what you are called to do. Listen to that calling, because you are worth it. And I'm going to leave you with this, because I love saying this. Let go of fear and let your spirit shine.
Thank you.